Hello, my friend, Pastor Curt here, and as always, I've got a question for you. Here it is. What are you working on? What are you working on today? I mean, are you working on your finances, trying to get your budget in order? Are you working on your fitness? You're going to do them crunches, work the obliques? Are you working on your friendships, your relationship, with your kids, your spouse, your coworkers, your roommate, your dog? Are you trying to fight for that promotion? Are you trying to find that next level in your program or major or at your workplace? Whatever it is you're fighting for, whatever it is you're working on right now, I've got a major truth that will help you be more effective. And it's counterintuitive. Around here at Bayside, we've been talking about this "you're not the boss of me" idea. And one of the topics we've been dealing with is "you're not the boss of me" culture. In other words, not letting what your surroundings, the popular idea of culture, affect your strategy in life. Instead, being more God-honoring, being more wise, being more biblical. All right, I'm going to read a verse to you, and especially for you veteran churchgoers, I want you to open up your mind because you're going to be familiar with this verse, but I want you to think about it at another level of specificness. Are you ready? Here's the verse. It's Romans 12, chapter 2. At a critical moment in the book of Romans, Paul goes into advice mode, and he says this: "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will." Here's what God wants for you. He wants you to find his good, pleasing, and perfect will for your life. But to do that, you have to reject what the pattern of this world is. What is the pattern of this world? It's its culture. It's its popularity. It's its advice. It's the worldly wisdom that's all around us. Okay, let me just point out one pattern in our world right now. It's the desire for preference. See, right now we're in a hyper-preference mode, whether it's your drive-in where you can say, "I want a number 2, but without pickles, and I like onions, but I like the onions grilled. I want it animal style, and I want it supersized, and I don't want the Coke. I want the Coke Zero." We're hyper-preference oriented, and even your phone is making you hyper-preference oriented. Have you ever been just sitting around thinking about lawn furniture, and all of a sudden on every bit of your social media, there's lawn furniture for sale? What's happening is through that social data analysis algorithm, they're telling you what your preferences are. You think you're choosing your preferences, but you're wrapped up in a game of data and just being led into the preferences. And the end result of that is you're not really living. You're seeking the preferences that they're telling you to seek. My friend, I want you to get rid of the idea of going after your preferences. Stop trying to get your way. When you get everything you prefer, you get loneliness. You get isolation. You don't get life. You got to not conform to the pressure of preference. What should you be working on then? Well, you should be working on character. Yeah, it's an old-fashioned idea that we can change our character, that we can work on ourselves from the inside out and become better people. But the Bible is filled with exhortations on working on your character. Accept others as you've been accepted. Be quick to listen and slow to speak. Love others the way you've been loved. Use the same amount of judgment against others as you use on yourself. It's full of it. The Bible believes that if you work on your character, you could become a better person. Think about this. In your finances, in your fitness, in your friendships, in fighting for a promotion, what drives all of those things? Your character. When you have a better character, you're actually going to get promoted at work way faster. You're going to make deeper and more satisfying friendships in every area of your life. Your life is going to become what? Good and pleasing and closer to God's perfect will. So, don't conform to the rat race of getting your way all the time. Preferences. Renew your mind and go after letting God put character into your life. Go work today on your character. Go after the root of the issue, not the fruit. And see, as you pursue character in God-honoring ways, if God doesn't bring his perfect will into every area of your life.